BMW S1000RR.
So previously I had a video where I spoke about the Kawasaki ZX-10R, which is a monster of a motorcycle. But recently, BMW has created a monster of their own. Nate Kern is a professional racer. In 2008, he had a combined 68 races, from regional to national races. 41% of those races, he had a first place finish. Right now, we're going to talk to Nate Kern about the new BMW S1000RR.
The all-new BMW S1000RR that was released in March of 2010 has absolutely turned what we know of the sport bike world upside down. Not just due to big power. There's a lot of manufacturers that are able to produce horsepower, but it truly is the biggest oxymoron in the motorcycling industry. How can the most powerful leader bike ever produced for the population be the most rideable? And the difference is more or less an entry-level package of electronics that they use at the world level of racing available to the customers.
A lot of times when you have a really powerful bike, it's going to be a scary bike.
It's very easy to run out of skill.
Exactly.
And riding the RR truly makes up, even for myself, having been involved since 2008, and being a factory test rider and actually racing the first RR in the United States last season, it made up for my inabilities too. I mean, there's three stages to an S1000RR. That the first step is comprehending. Once you can comprehend it before you put your helmet on to minimize multitasking while you're riding, is comprehend why the electronics were built the way they were. The lean angle sensor, the traction control, the wheelie control, the liftoff control for the rear. And then the second stage is, after you comprehend them, trusting them. Stop shutting one eye and actually keeping both eyes open and actually utilizing the RR's safety features. And then the third step is the most fun. Once you learn how to manipulate the electronics to your advantage, you're going to be that much, not just safer, but faster. What was truly the best example that I've ever seen. November of 2009 was the worldwide press launch of the S1000RR in Portimao, a beautiful racetrack in Portugal. 166 journalists from over 40 plus countries represented. So you have very different cultures, riding styles, track perspectives. Not one crash out of 166 riders that I personally witnessed we weren't there to train them how to ride, but to teach them the RR. So body position and very ethically wrong inputs into the S1000RR. Not one crash out of 166 journalists, which is a true testimony to the S1000RR's safety features.
What about the other bikes? As far as crashes? Now that you're paying attention.
Well, I'm not big into hearsay, but actually having spoke to the journalists that were previously at Portimao only 2 weeks earlier for another manufacturer's launch, they had 12 bikes go down on the first day and lost 4 motors. And again, there's no need to say any names, but it's black and white. Either happens or it doesn't. And with the S1000RR, for that rider that truly just loves the look of it, and really has to have one, I actually can sleep fine at night knowing that they can put it in rain mode, the lowest mode of the 4 power settings and throttle response settings, and you could literally take it to an MSF course and get your license on it in rain mode. Instantly, the #1 response that I've heard from the public, from the RR riding community, is that, I mean, motorcycles are like helmets, they have to fit. They fit right away, and as soon as they engage the drivetrain, they were able to drop their shoulders and grab the bars with half the pressure and basically just relax, knowing that the way the RR responded to engage in the drivetrain, they felt like they had already ridden it for a year. If you question anything about the S1000RR, why are there holes in the windshield? Why is there an asymmetric look on the front? Why is this fairing different from that fairing? There is no form without a function. Not a single form without a function. Every form has an actual function that builds up to its greatness in regards to power, in regards to weight, in regards to aerodynamics. This fairing with the shark gill design, it was designed to actually create a vacuum. Each gill sucks in air, runs it across the front of the motor, and it pulls it out the other side. It kept the motor cooler, gaining 2 more horsepower just from the design of this fairing. The headlight, 1.4 pounds lighter by just having a projector beam, high beam, instead of encasing both symmetric headlights. 1.4 pounds adds up to overall horsepower. Hard numbers in magazines have always been, at times, no fork oil, no engine oil. I mean, bare minimum. Sometimes maybe not even brake pads. But the point is, once you actually ride the S1000RR, that might be, let's even call it 10 pounds heavier than the competition, which I'm not, I know it is the lightest production, even with ABS. Our ABS system weighs 5.5 pounds. Honda's 24, I think, 20 mid-20s. Yes. But where you locate that weight, riders have actually thrown a leg over our S1000RR over here that's on its side stand, and with the same muscle memory that they use on their sport bikes, almost go the other way because it's so light. And once it's upright, actually get light with your legs and let go of the bars. It wants to stay more upright than fall in any direction because of the low center of gravity.
This is Carlisle's Picks.